In a tavern lit by a flickering glow, these strings where the ales and the pixels flow, with a laugh so hearty it could shake the beams. It's a madness, king of digital dreams. Raise your mug to the man on the screen, with his banter sharp and his wit so keen. Click, laugh, cheer, let the good times roll. It's a madness, the bard of your soul. Fights, dragons with a pint in his hand. Quests through dungeons of heroes so grand. From late night raids to the meme-filled chat, you'll find your place.
You got all half already!
Boy, you there? Pull up a chair. He hollers loud without a care. Raise your mug to the man on the screen, with his banter sharp and his wit so keen. Click, laugh, cheer, let the good times roll.
Who's got my hand?
It's a madness, the bard of your soul. Boy, you there? Pull up a chair. He hollers loud without a care. Raise your mug to the man on the screen, with his banter sharp and his wit so keen. Click, laugh, cheer, let the good times roll. It's a madness, the bard of your soul. You know my pixels, he's the host of virtual taverns, proud his boast. The ale might be fake, but the laughter's true. It's a madness, he's calling for you.
Enchilada, enchilada, extra spicy salsa. Eat it in the kitchen, don't step in the lava.
Pixels, he's the host. Virtue dungeon sharp and his proudest boast. The ale might be fake, but the laughter's true. It's a madness, he's calling for you. Raise your mug to the man on the screen, with his banter sharp and his wit so keen. Click, laugh, cheer, let the good times roll. It's a madness, the bard of your soul. Oi, you there? Pull up a chair. He hollers loud without a care. In the realm of pixels, he's the host of virtual taverns, proudest boast. The ale might be fake, but the laughter's true. It's a madness, he's calling for you.
What's that?
This, my friend, is a pint.
It comes in pints? Oh. I can get you one.
You've had a whole half already!
Hello everyone, sorry I'm a little bit late. Of course, as soon as I click go live, Bladder's like, hey, we need to go. Completely unprepared for this. Oh, hi everybody. Okay, so we got a Kim Chilada with that 6-month resub. Kim, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Jen is a shark. Kim getting her pint and her dice. We had Root getting her pint and her dice. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope y'all had a great day. It was a good day. Fridays are generally pretty low key. Had a couple of things that I had to do for work. Thank you for starting the bingo game. Yeah, it was a good day. Just usual Friday stuff. We had a couple of requests come in for people who needed information, just making sure that our employees are actually doing their jobs, which is such a weird thing. Yeah, not a whole lot, which honestly isn't necessarily a bad thing. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is I have actually finished my voiceover coaching sessions. I can't believe that it's been, at this point, I think 13 or 14 weeks actually after holidays and things like that. But I'm done with that. So one of the last things that we did in that process was actually submitting to agencies for representation. And one of the agencies that I submitted to was requested a recommendation letter from my coach. So that was really cool. She wrote a very nice letter for me. And then there's one website that actually, so there's a lot of different websites that you can use to get voiceover work and things like that, like Upwork and a couple of other ones. There's one that actually asks you to submit an application with like examples of your voiceovers. So I did that actually probably late last week, early this week, and I got approved. So they sent me an email. They were like, hey, you've been accepted to the website. And so I hadn't had a chance to ask my coach about it. So I just followed up with her. Cause she's still my coach. She said she's still willing to help answer questions and stuff like that. And I just asked her about that website, and she's like, it's basically like this other website that you're already on, so you don't really need both. I'm like, oh, well, that's good to know, because this other one is stupid expensive, so not going to do that one. Other than that, how's everybody else doing? I hope y'all had good days today. Yeah, I'm really glad that we made it to Friday. We're going to jump in. We're going to play a little bit of World of Warcraft. Pop over and do that. Now, the hard part at the moment is I have to decide what I want to do. Because I can either go into the new stuff and actually level my characters, or I can go back and I can collect housing stuff. Chill day. Oh, Kim got a shamrock shake. That sounds... Well, I know a lot of people like the Shamrock Shakes. I'm not a fan, but if you like them, more power to you. I hope it tastes delicious. When I ordered pizza for dinner, I don't know if anybody's heard of Jet's Pizza. They're a Detroit style pizza place, so their specialty is those ones that come in the squares where it's got the cheese built up on the sides. Ha wham!
This, my friend, is a pint.
It comes in pints? I can get you one.
You got a whole half already!
Missed you. Always miss you.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. But after what you just said, I'm not even sure I want to be dead anymore.
You never had it so good.
So yeah. Missed you. So yeah, not sure which direction to go here. I can either work on housing stuff, which I feel like might be honestly just a little more low-key. Let me see. Let's see, is there a... So I have this quest guide that has pretty much everything that you could want, typically, in terms of like collectibles and stuff like that. So the question is, basically, is there a list or like an add-on or something that tells me where I can find all of the housing stuff? I'm sure there is. So there's this add-on that is called All the Things that, yep, there we go. So the funny thing about All the Things, this add-on, is it was actually created by somebody that I used to work with at one of my companies. And so it was really cool whenever I first started, whenever I was in that interview process. I talked about the fact that I really enjoyed playing World of Warcraft because at the time Women and I were playing a little more seriously, and I brought it up and they're like, oh, such and such works here, and he actually built an add-on for that. And so he and I talked not a whole lot about it, but a pretty good amount. So that was really cool. Okay, so I am going to focus on doing some housing collecting stuff. Faction. Okay, so let's start with quests. I would like for my PC to not run like garbage, please. And it may not even be necessarily my computer. It may just be where I'm at, because there's probably a lot of stuff. Let's see. You know what? I think I am just going to go ahead and start off on the... Get started on the story. Because the collecting stuff is going to take a lot more time and be a little less actively engaging. So... we'll do this.
perseverance, strength. Sun, chase your shadows.
So how's everybody else doing?
You're
What's everybody
Orlando,
else
aren't
up
you?
to?
My mother Ilaria told me about you.
Speak up. What brings you here?
Light soothe those wounds, little friend.
So, Magistrix, when did you first begin seeing these disturbances with this light bloom?
Huh. Perhaps when the Sunwell blew sky high into that swirling vortex? Sorry, I'm a bit overwhelmed.
Light soothe those wounds, little friend.
My poor kitten was savaged. Thank you.
We have to help the kittens.
This bush was trampled. The poor wildlife here must be terrified.
I'm going to do this really quick. Got a headache, so you're going to try and knit a little. Well, I'm sorry that you have a headache. At least until Wim says we gotta hop on WoW. I think you might be waiting a while for that one, Kim. I'm gonna turn this back up just a smidge. I think my settings just got set a little higher than they should have been. Hi, Sam. Welcome to
What's that?
Friday.
This, my friend, is a pint.
It comes in pints?
Dr. Pepper.
I'll get you one.
Soda.
You got a whole half already?
Yep. It'll happen. I think the biggest thing is just going to be figuring out where we find all of the decor. Love you, Wham. Yeah, really good pizza. You know me, I'm not normally a pineapple person, but I was surprised by how much I liked that one.
Must have come from the light bloom.
How in the world has it been 7 months already? I don't know, but I am really glad that you're here. Yeah, I'm not normally a pineapple person, but the one today was pretty good. Although, I will own up to the fact that part of that was probably because it was that super nice thin crust. I feel like it could have been a little bit more crisp, but it wasn't bad.
This nest, it's being choked by the light bloom growth. Let's fix this.
But yeah, the 4-point one was really good. It's those nice, cheesy, crispy corners.
Perhaps this sudden growth is tied to the empowerment of the Sunwell.
So
I think I was right.
you have blacksmithing
This could be used to help the vanguard.
supplies. It's the toasted cheese and the extra crispy pep, yeah.
Glory to the Sindori.
Let's see. Settings. Gear. Extras. Let's go. There we go. No, not the auction. Where? Oh, where is Happy Friday. Just wanted to pop and see how things were going. The basketball game is just coming back from an extended timeout.
Sun chase your
Well,
shadows.
thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate that. Silly horns. Oh, it's over there. Okay. I'm sitting here looking for the sell all of my junk button in my bag. And it was right next to where I was looking. I mean, it's just a horn. It can't be that distracting.
Ugh. It looks...
Please save my kitty, Mr. Paladin. Oh, come down, kitty.
There we are. Keep him close now.
They had a decibel reader on the court. It was hovering around 94, 95. That's funny.
Hawk Striders running amok. Thank you. Those Hawk Striders are a terror.
They shouldn't be a problem much longer.
Sounds good. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The nearest light bloom is nowhere near the village. How did the growth get all the way out here?
This light bloom you describe is clearly out of control. We must find what has disturbed it so.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
Follow the trail. It should lead to the answers we seek.
Mother said you're familiar with the wilds. What do you make of all this?
The creatures, they remind me of home. Yet they live on the surface. It should not be this way.
no further.
The effects are really pretty.
These creatures seem lightless.
Like that shield
They're
bubble
so
looks amazing.
They claimed this as their territory. We are now encroaching.
I need to check to see if I'm getting credit for the drops. Apparently, I was not getting it. See, I wish Twitch would find a way to fix that. If I'm streaming the game, I should get credit toward the drops as well. Maybe that's just a bit too much to ask.
Trouble ahead. On your guard.
The runestone. We were able to hold back the growth, but not those things.
Let nature take its course. We must discover what caused these creatures to flourish so suddenly.
Let's split up. We can cover more ground. I'll meet up with the two of you later.
And I will say it does look like, knowing that they've done a really good job of trying to telegraph the abilities a little bit better. Hi, Aaron. Welcome in.
This, my friend, is a pint.
It comes in pints? Oh. I can get you one.
You've had a whole half already!
Answering a question in new player chat to help somebody out, because there's a Genji skin. Typical with Blizzard, they are giving out bonus rewards for their other games if you buy certain editions of the World of Warcraft expansion, including there's a skin for Genji in Overwatch. And so somebody is logging in to play World of Warcraft so that they can earn that Genji skin, and they're like, where do I go? I'm like, you're on the right path. They're like, I have the quest for Quel'Danas, which is the island stuff that we did last night. And like, I have this one, but I don't see where it's supposed to go. And I'm like, that's the right one. Just follow that. You'll get where you need to be. It's nice to see people actually being helpful in that new player chat as well. So many times in the past I've seen it turn into, hey, I'm advertising for my guild. It's like, bro, that's not what this channel is for. It's not quite the same level as, like, going into Outland and running across the big mechanical guy. I forget what he's called, but still not the best experience. And I know it's years, and that's fun. Just completely unexpected. And I didn't even get good loot off of it.
The light bloom kills, then grows anew. A vicious cycle that cannot be allowed to continue. It seems even your runestones cannot stop the light bloom surge, if there are none left to defend them. A Rutani? Here? What is that it holds?
Quickly, there's a runestone nearby. Let's get to safety and take a look.
speak to me.
What was that?
I suspect they have shrunk my frozen chimichangas again. Those bastards. Don't mess with the chimichangas.
You hail from above. Perhaps we'll meet again.
The Rutani, they are being driven to grow. This light you speak of may be the cause.
I thought the light bloom could aid the Vanguard. But were they the ones to cause this?
This is wrong. All wrong.
We need to report back to Silvermoon. They need to know about this.
Let's look at the gear stuff. Shrinkflation is ruining my lazy girl life. Yeah, damn shrinkflation. Go auto select on that. Do that. So I know I have some gear upgrades here, so that's a two-handed sword. Don't want to equip that. Warglaives can't equip that. One-handed axe. Sorry, just looking at gear because I now have actual upgrades that I need to deal with. Delves. Sindori storage jar. Orient silverman candelabra. Okay. I do love a good frozen chimichanga or a good frozen burrito, though. Especially in the air fryer. They're so good. They get that nice crispy tortilla on the outside.
You have come far,
Absolutely delicious.
Ready to fight the fight? Fairbreeze is fine for now. But this light bloom is teeming with creatures driven by the light. They're killing people. I've never seen the light act like this.
The light only threatens that which warrants reckoning.
That's not what's happening here.
If Fairbreeze is safe, the Void Storm still looms. Despite Rummoth's vocal opposition, I have decided to reach out to Magister Umbric and tap his expertise with the Void. Seek him out in Tranquillion. Reach out when you have more to share.
Air fryers in the top 3 of best inventions of the last decade. Absolutely.
Let's do some good.
We have solved nothing. These Rutani have been changed. I must return to Harendar and investigate.
The air fryer and the Instant Pot.
Catch up when you can.
Now, I know the Instant Pot is just a glorified pressure cooker, but it absolutely works.
You have found me.
There is tension between Eretor and his elders. I understand this well. I may not be welcome where I hail from. To leave...
Hold, champion. There's a body here. What's that clutched in her hand?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Notebook? So many pages missing. Strange. Let's get to Umbric. He'll want to know.
Yeah, Wim's mom actually got us the air fryer for Christmas several years ago, and we have made good use of it.
Bring you here? Sunwell's
Cooking trainer and supplies train me.
Treat my wares with care.
One of my own. Dead. How could these notes... Cassia? No.
My sympathies, Magister. I'll see that someone takes care of the body.
I need to look into Cassia's notes. I won't let her die in vain. Cassia's notes appear to be focused on... a rift. Sample of void energy. Good. Let's take it and try another location. This place is more exposed. More creatures!
Tree, please get out of my way.
But why? Let's try the last location. Cassia, what were you doing? It's working! Look at the size of that thing! That's our last sample. What was the purpose of all of this? Let's take these back to my study.
Okay, what is a shard of Dun-Dun? Looks like it's some sort of mining thing.
Worry not. Lord Antenorian will take care of us all. We endure. Behold the sky! The light has all but abandoned us.
The light will prevail. We must have faith.
I would love to voice a character for World of Warcraft someday. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm going to will it to happen. I don't care if it means that it has to be in 2030. I'm going to do it.
What do you require? Newcomers, supplies. It's like they're preparing for something.
Seems like Lord Antenorian is offering everyone refuge.
This is the third time I've been robbed. New recruits? Splendid. Baladash Malinore. Suspicious.
Balderdash.
Such as a giant storm of void looming over us all, you mean? Can't say I have.
That's not much of an answer.
We've lost 3 more scouts down south since the Void Storm appeared. With perseverance, strength. 5. Something odd is going on down south, but we haven't the numbers to patrol.
A lack of far
I
striders
mean,
seems
given where we're
very
currently
convenient.
located, down south is not real specific on where I need to go.
What needs bring you here? A Void Elf woman rushed out of here last night as if she was trying to flee.
That sounds like Cassia. I wonder if she left anything behind. Let's go see. A cult? Could it be the Twilight's Blade here? Too many people are dodging questions. There may be something darker going on here.
All right, level 81. Hi, Aaron. Sweet, unlocked the first dungeon.
The shadows serve us. Lord Antonorian values nothing more than the safety of his people. He'll want to know about this.
It was a good day. You know, it was relatively quiet for a Friday at work, which is always nice. I was able to work from home, which is always my favorite place to work from. Yeah, it was a good day. We'll take it. How about you? How was your day?
Lord Antonorian is away. I can help you.
This isn't right. See what's in that lockbox.
Magister Umbric, how goes your research?
Go on, tell him.
Our hospitality. Really? How very odd indeed. I cannot thank you three enough.
Yeah, definitely glad it's the weekend.
I shall look into your investigation. I shall have it looked into. But I'm
Getting
glad
some
you're here.
WoW in
I need your
tonight.
assistance with something.
And then tomorrow, Wim is streaming early, and then we have a social thing that we're doing for part of the day. And then I get to check out Cult of the Lamb tomorrow evening, so that'll be a lot of fun.
It's an ambush!
I've seen that played. I have not actually played that. And I'm going to make sure that it is linked up to Twitch. I'll probably do that tonight. Either tonight or tomorrow before stream, so that if anybody would like to join me in it not being a cult, then we can definitely do that. Really been trying to push the number of new games that I've been playing, especially on stream.
Birds, void and light, asking far too many questions. Take them out. And find a better place for the bodies this time.
Glad to hear that your day was at least okay. Always would rather hear that it was a really good day, but we'll take okay.
My research on the Void Storm. The Twilight's Blade has stolen it all.
I have
Even if I offered my aid to Silvermoon, I have little to give now.
All is not lost, Umbric. They can't have stolen everything.
one of the void samples. See if the others are here. Excellent. Wait. What's that glinting over there?
I was wondering where I'd left that.
This was your doing? What of the people here? You said you wanted them safe!
And I do. Look at the sky, Magister. You know what resides there. You know the fear it brings. The uncertainty. And when it unleashes, and it will unleash, the Twilight's blade will stand on the side of survival. Won't you?
I will not bend to you, or the Void!
Tranquillion will join us, or die. And you with it.
What's everybody up to this weekend? Anybody have any big plans?
What do we need to do? I will not stand by as that cult takes this town.
See to the citizens. I'll find Antinorian and make him pay.
Just relaxing this weekend. You know what? That sounds like a wonderful way to spend a weekend. Like, as much as I am a little anxious about my procedure happening next week, I'm looking forward to having a couple of days off that are required for the recovery after the fact. And it's a little bit sad that that's how things are. But we take what we can get. Completely understand that. I have to have a crown put in on Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to having the rest of the day off. Hey, I just had a crown put in like last week. Last week, 2 weeks ago, some point in there, but yeah, it's not the ideal way to get that time off, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Hopefully it goes smoothly, though. Oh, I missed it. Now I have to wait for it to come back again. Prep for crown and go back to get it placed. Yeah. Thankfully, the actual placement part is not terribly bad as long as they get it done right. The prep just isn't fun because you have to sit there with that stuff in your mouth, or at least the way that they did mine. You have to sit there with that stuff in your mouth while they take the impression to figure out what your new tooth needs to look like. The worst part of the placement is just them putting it in and getting it attached to everything. They're gonna tell me they found more work and I may crash out. Yes, absolutely. When I went in for mine, the dentist was putting in the one that I just had finished. He was like, just so you know, it looks like we may need to do more at some point. I'm like, okay, may or actually need to, like, I've been much better about it in general since I started having to pay for all this work to be done. But we gotta have teeth.
They've all gone mad with fear.
Do have that ad break coming up in about 1 minute, friends. Audio. Turn that music up a little bit. Yeah, so because we're swapping the schedule around a little bit tomorrow, and on Sunday, we're actually moving our grocery order to Sunday morning. So I might take advantage of that tomorrow morning and try to sleep in a little bit. I say try because it's entirely probable that my body will hit about 7 o'clock and go, time to get up, dude. Very much depends on what time we go to bed tonight. I'm gonna try really hard to not get too deep into continuing to play this after I finish streaming tonight.
Ready to fight the fight? We should help. Better to seek forgiveness than permission. Champion, find Umbric. I'll keep guard here.
steps ahead the entire time I was here. Let's return to my study. We've rescued who we can. But my research... What was in that lockbox? This map of Eversong is marked with targets for the Twilight's Blade, including Windrunner Village.
Eretor, has Umbric agreed to lend his aid?
In due time. I have died.
I will say that for being a Horde zone, Silver Moon is a really pretty area.
It's calm for now, but if the Twilight's Blade had a map of the area, it may not last.
What do we need to do? We'll fix up those old constructs and take out any cultists we find.
Somebody's guild is named Teldrassil Volunteer Fire Department, which I know there's probably not a lot of people in here who are familiar with the story of World of Warcraft, but Teldrassil was actually a capital city for one of the Alliance ancestries, and the Horde, who is the opposing faction, one of their faction leaders burned it to the ground. Yeah, I do like when people come up with clever guild names. Looks like there is some sort of treasure up here. Up in here, up in here. So we'll go check that out. I need to look at a new chair. This one that I'm in is just not doing it for me anymore. Which makes sense. I mean, it's coming up on, I think, 6 years that I've had this chair. Even whenever I first got it, I thought that it wasn't the most comfortable thing in the world, but I've stuck with it because it was quite a bit of money.
Let's do some good.
Come with an open mind. I'm going to try to decipher Cassius' notes one last time. They may be the key to unraveling the Void Storm.
But I think I'm pretty quickly getting to the point where I can start looking at Elgato's chair, which I need to follow up on Kim for the day, because I know she sat in it at TwitchCon.
If I'm right, it should reverse the path and open the way to the Void Storm.
But they also have a relatively low weight capacity.
We embrace power. We do not fear it.
They looked really comfortable, and they had a lot of different points that you could adjust, it looked like.
No! We were so close!
We'll see, though. I need to get my desk paid off first, and then I'll look at
Cassius research holds the first steps I need to help Silvermoon. And Denorian took those missing pages. I'd bet my life on it.
How may I help you? Good luck, friend.
So it looks like there is a potential rare down here. Oh. Okay, we're running away. That was a no-go. Oh, look at the cute little spider.
Champion, Lorthamar sent me to help with that rat you're chasing.
arachnophobia mode turned on for this game, which means that it turns all of the spiders and most of the spider-like creatures into giant crabs. Because otherwise, Wim would be noping out of this game so
My
fast.
loyalties are my...
Mistress, I am here as summoned. Nothing?
Nothing, mortal. The void closes its jaws around the throat of your world. You cannot hope to be...
It was added at the start of the last expansion, Kim, so at the start of The War Within.
My followers and I have sown chaos and mistrust between the Sunwell's defenders. As we were bidden.
Mere child's play, elf. The real work commences over the mountains. And within the void itself. In case any of you have forgotten. You wretches speak of your works and worth. Scrabbling for the mistress's favor. Forgetting all the while that in the end...
all will be devoured. The forces of the void are gathering from across the cosmos, eager to feed upon this world. Soon, the true invasion will begin, and the mortals will never see it coming. Make ready.
Knock out some of these bingo things here real quick.
Mistress, do not forsake me.
You did well, my faithful servant. But alas, I have no further use for you.
But I...
Give my regards to Azeroth's champions.
Infiltrators, to arms! Void, take you all!
I need to figure out where some of these came from.
They call me Cuba's Pete. I'm the king of a rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
Okay. We're good with that for the moment.
Paths are possible.
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Go with Valera.
I trust you, champion. Find Antonori, get the information we need, and take him down.
So this is one of the things that they added in the last expansion as well. They're called delves, and they're basically single-player dungeons with an NPC that helps you. They're really kind of cool. They're a way to get XP and do some gearing up and leveling up.
Good What's that?
This is Bone Daddy.
This, my friend,
How are
is a
you?
pint.
It comes in pints? Oh. I'm getting one.
You've had a whole half already!
Thanks for Paleo, you said? How's that going? Did you get any good plushies?
Now strike!
Hi, besties. Good. Wanted to come say hi before I do some things before bed. Well, thank you so much for popping in. Really appreciate it. Hope you get some good sleep. Who's got two thumbs and fell asleep like a kid out of bed an hour and a half ago? You know what? If you needed the sleep, then I am really happy that you managed to get some sleep.
I'm sorry. Plenty to do.
Checked in and clocked out, yeah. Well, not 100%, but I kind of get it. Get in there, get comfy while you're cuddling with your kid, and before you know it, you're gone. We frequently hear about Sunny's happenings with that as well. And I get it. I started streaming and used the restroom to a little longer than anticipated too, so you didn't really miss a whole lot, at least at the start of the stream. Ooh, summoning a void walker. Summoning 404. Okay. need some caffeine. I'm a little scared of how my body's going to react to being able to do that again. I really am enjoying it. Yeah, it's definitely... The story is very good. The zones are absolutely beautiful. I haven't dug too much into the actual mechanical side of it yet. You know, I poked at the housing a little bit yesterday whenever we first jumped in. But so far I really like it. It feels like another good expansion. There's a couple of new systems that I really want to play around with. But there are ones that I don't think you get access to those until you reach max level. So I want to work on that. But yeah, so once I wrap up this evening, I'll be back and work on getting more housing stuff so that I have things to do.
Thank you.
So that I have things to decorate with, so we can get into that. Is it like even the few minutes that I played with it yesterday, it seemed like it's going to be a lot of fun. And some of the creations that I've seen people make with their houses are just crazy. So being able to get into that stuff is going to be really cool. So, and I was actually talking about it whenever I started, one of the things that I really like is the delves, which is what I'm in right now. It's essentially kind of a self-contained little dungeon that is, you can play it single player or you can play it with friends, but it doesn't require... so one of the things in most MMOs is there's this thing called the Holy Trinity, which is the 3 roles that are required for a dungeon, which is a tank, a healer, and damage dealers. And with delves, why is that? So with delves, you don't require that. You can absolutely do that, but it's not a thing that you have to do.
Not quick enough.
And it's a really cool idea, a really cool concept. And it's something that they started in the last expansion, and it sounds like they've expanded on it in this one. So yeah, it's very cool. And one of the biggest problems with WoW, unfortunately, and this is with most MMOs, is just the rampant toxicity that happens in the game. And so being able to do things to progress your game without having to deal with other players is a huge upside. And that's one of my things for both the stream as well as the guild in World of Warcraft is, you know, keeping people out of having to deal with those toxic experiences. And yeah, a little solo grind, you know, being able to play the way that you want to play and do what you want to do in the game without having to listen to somebody else yelling at you for going too fast or going too slow, or, you know, pulling the wrong thing if you're the tank. And it's a nice single-player experience that you can join other people's experience if you would like to. And like most games, there are a little, you know, there are a few pain points here and there, but in general, 10 out of 10 would recommend. So let's go get our treasure. We do like the gold. Okay. So I think that covers everything. Mike and I got crumble as a treat. Good call. At the end of a very stressful week. Yeah, and I want to go back and devour more of the Biscoff skillet cookie. I mean, what if you did? We don't judge mass cookie consumption around here. But then you won't have any to enjoy tomorrow. That's fair. On the flip side, I will point out that tomorrow is Saturday and Crumble is still open on Saturdays, so what if you got more Crumble tomorrow? Because then you have Crumble tonight and Crumble tomorrow. I'm a terrible influence. I have fully acknowledged this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I was looking at, let's see, very big brother of you. Yeah, I was looking at Crumble earlier this week, and that yellow sheet cake looks really interesting. I love their lemon glaze cookie. I'm just throwing that out there. And then you can't really go wrong with the semi-sweet chocolate chunk, the brownie batter, or the snickerdoodle. You got the lemon one. Yeah, it's very good. I always pull off the lemon, like the actual lemon part, just because I know it's candied. but I just still have difficulty getting past the eating of the rind
Erettor,
portion
tell
of that.
Lothar he has my aid. I'll be in touch.
Umbric is
But in
finding a way
general,
into the
yeah, I
Void
love the
Storm.
lemon glaze
Once we
cookie.
have it, the Vanguard can launch a direct attack and end this threat once and for all.
His help is deeply appreciated. I only wish word of it had arrived under better circumstances.
What do you mean?
We've news from Suncrown. The Light Bloom has all but devoured the village. Lady Liadrin left the moment we heard. Meet her and get any survivors out of there.
Next.
We'll make haste.
I will head there myself as soon as matters here are settled. Take care, both of you.
Quickly, to Suncrown. I only hope it's not too late.
Snickerdoodles are the official cookie of the Claw and Keg Tavern. Just throwing that out there. See, now you got Wim going. Now wait. I could be convinced to bake. I would ask him for a friend. I would ask what I get out of it, and don't say your happiness because I already have that. Yeah, I might have to make some snickerdoodles though. Preemptive nasty. Now wait, is my spoiler list wrong? Or... because I don't see that they have the Biscoff cookie this week. Yeah, when after I finish stream, I'll double check all of my recipe stuff and see if there's anything that I need for snickerdoodles. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head that I might need is more flour. just depending on how many I make.
My goods are one of a kind. May my goods serve you well.
By the light. Anaria Shalom.
Ready to fight the fight?
It is as if the wilds themselves devoured this place.
This is horrific. Fairbreeze was nothing compared to it.
There was a crash to the north, and then the light bloom was everywhere.
There's people talking in the newcomer chat, and somebody's like, I'm already on my 3rd level 90, bro. Like, oh my god, man. Play the game your way, enjoy the game your way, but you don't need to talk about it in a newcomer chat where there's people just barely trying to figure out the game. Sure it wasn't like our alarm company at the office or something.
The light bloom was across the river. Why did it surge here?
With perseverance, it sounded as if someone felled a tree. The Far Striders left to investigate.
Okay, so... Okay, I was going to say for a second I thought it still wasn't counting me. Counting my drops, even though I was in my own channel. Like, really, bro? Like I said, Twitch really needs to fix that. Because I would be super salty if I was not getting my plushies. And my fishmonger pet that I got for doing this stuff. Okay. Nope, don't do it. Unopened item in your collection. Oh, that's right. I got my pet. Good, that ad break starting here in a minute.
Trolls shouting to the north. That can't be right.
So the crash caused the light bloom to surge. Thank you. Rescue.
The Farstriders left to investigate that noise. Sun Crown had no defenders. I'll finish up here with the survivors.
Thank you, Liadrin. I hope Haldoran can tell us what's going on.
I love these little snippets that they have on the top of mountains, high peaks in the different zones that just give you a bird's eye view of everything.
Regent Lord, the Amani have invaded Eversong. The Ranger General took our forces to drive them back.
What do we need to do?
That tree they felled, that's what caused Sun Crown's destruction. The Amani will pay for this.
If this were deliberate, they would have attacked once Sun Crown fell. There's more to this.
Ooh. Those are cool looking. If those can be hunter pets, I might have to actually level one. I love that it still has the teeny arms, though. Yeah, those are cool. Because I have a big head and little arms. I don't think this plan was thought out very well. Do a few more pieces, Mr. Shine Sipper. first.
Lorthamar, I've secured the area, but they're making a push for Amani Pass.
The beauty of never saw endures.
Let's do some good. Lorthamar, we found evidence of a nearby hideout.
The Amani Pass takes priority. I will not let them invade Quel'Thalas again.
Investigate if you must, Eretor, but I expect you at the pass in short order.
I will do my duty for Azeroth. The Amani were only the source of a bigger problem. The light bloom is...
Need some water? Oh, found a pet. Wathanon Curse. Is this another delve, or is this actually a dungeon? Lumber. There it is. Okay, so I will say that that's one thing that I don't necessarily care for, is that if you're doing the lumber stuff, you have to actually find the axe, versus when this is in Draenor, it was the tree. So just a little mild inconvenience, not anything terrible.
This is the place. Covered in runes and well warded, it seems. I suspect the Amani didn't want any uninvited guests. Lucky these wards are old.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't want an uninvited guest either.
If they were this well guarded, we'll want to take care ahead. Follow me and keep quiet. do we need to do?
You invaded our land. You killed my people. For what? To conquer? To claim what was never yours? This is what you fear, isn't it? Not the blade, but what it contains. The light. Some say a comfort.
Thank you.
But so easily honed into this. There is the fear. What do you think? Anything to say? I didn't think so.
That weapon? The Lightwood? They aren't trying to conquer Eversong. They're trying to defend themselves from the Twilight's blade. And they've locked the way forward. Come on, champion. We need to follow them. Let's do some good. This riddle must be the key to getting us out of here. Ready to fight the fight? I'd heard this land belonged to the Amani long ago. I hadn't really thought about it beyond recorded history, but these ancient bones... There must be generations of Amani buried here. Resting where no one can reach them. The elves do not revere our ancestors as the orcs do. They still honor our dead. The Amani cannot even do that much. We've taken it away from them. No wonder they hold such hatred for Elvenkind. We should get moving. The Mist Ward is gone. Let's find Zul'jin. More magic blocking the way. These tiles may offer a solution. You did it! Let's do some good. We have to find Zul'Jin before it's too late. Wait! There's no need for bloodshed.
First blood was yours. You will die!
Zul'Jin! No! None of this had to happen. Let's go. Ready to fight the fight? I've bested every evil quickly. We need to get to Amani Pass and tell them the truth of what is happening! It's the Twilight's blade! They're the true threat!
Baladash, Malinor. If you will not fight, get out of my way.
This bloodshed, it's madness. Where is my father? He must see this by now.
Anu Belore Delana.
Anu Belore Delana.
Anu Belore Delana.
Alright, I'm just checking something really quick. There are people who I think are giving bad information.
Sinu Amanori.
And now there's people who don't understand how cross promotion works.
Sinu Amanori.
How dare the Amani threaten the Sindorai again!
Glory to the Sindorai.
We have to stop this.
It is too late, Erator. But we can heal those in need.
Wretched Amani! By the light, I will see these monsters purged!
The Vanguard is here to protect.
Champion, we...
Look at you, human. So self-righteous. So blinded by your light. You fight only to conquer.
Father! He is beaten.
Tell me, all this death, denying us our birthright, was it to appease the elves you cow to, or was it to feed your soulless vanity? This is what I think of you and your light.
My son. Here, let me...
No! Just... no.
Well then.
Blind to Erator's truth? Lady Liadrin, secure the pass. For good or ill, we've taken a stand here. We should keep it. The rest of us will return to Silvermoon. There is much to discuss.
As usual, Blizzard knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to their cross promotions. There are people in the new player chat who are potentially going to buy an upgraded version of the expansion so that they can start playing it right now to get the Genji skin for Overwatch. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll give Blizzard my money. That's almost never a question. But I'm actually get gameplay content out of World of Warcraft. These guys just want the cool looking skin. And they're not willing to wait for Tuesday to get it. Actually, not even Tuesday, it's Monday afternoon for a lot of people.
Champion, you've uncovered many threats that besiege Quel'Thalas. We must plan our next move together.
The Eternals...
The Armani crossed a line. We need to make
we
sure
really
their
do.
encroachment has ended.
Like,
Lady
yes,
Liandrin
it's a
is in
very
Armand
cool
now,
looking
looking at
skin.
the
I
situation.
absolutely don't
She'll
question
need
that at all.
The light bloom
But it's like,
still
okay,
an ever-present threat.
you don't have to
Your
buy the upgraded
contact
version to get
has
it.
been investigating
Wait
the overgrowth.
3 days.
Perhaps she has found
Uno,
something
dos,
of
tres. 3 days.
The Sunwell can only be
I waited
empowered
like
for so long.
4 months,
Those
6
who are
months, something
maintaining
like
its
that for
current
housing
state
because
are
I didn't want to pay for it
immense strain.
twice.
Turalian, how does our army fare?
The Vanguard stands at the ready.
I mean, people are entitled to do what people want to do. Like, that's... I'm absolutely not saying
We must trust in the light.
they can't do what they want. I wouldn't do it. And I'm somebody who likes World of Warcraft. All right. So, with that, I have finished the first zone of midnight. It's like, what's this expansion called again? I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to be finished for the evening. Because I do have other stuff that I want to do. Let's see, who's still doing what? Is there anybody that I follow who's doing? Okay. Yeah, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. As always, thank you so much for being here. We did swap up the schedule for tomorrow. Wim will be going live, I believe, at 10 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain time. So that schedule is that schedule update is in the Discord. The updated schedule. I will be live tomorrow evening playing Cult of the Lamb, which is a Twitch-enabled game. So if you would like to come and join the cult, it's not a cult. If you would like to come and join the cult, please feel free to do so. I will... that'll be happening estimated about 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 7 p.m. Eastern. If y'all would like to come and hang out. I have not played Cult of the Lamb, so we're going to check that out. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. And, yeah. We are going to go ahead and... That's weird. He's not... Yeah, yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to run over and we will say hello to Nerditude. I will give everybody a heads up just because he is playing a very different game than what I was playing. I know there's a lot of combat stuff and all that. We're going to run over. We'll say hello to Nerd. He is playing Resident Evil. I want to make sure that I make that very clear because it is a totally different vibe than we usually have. But I just don't want anybody to get over there and be surprised that it's such a different game. Total vibe shift. But yeah, we'll run over there. We'll say hello to Nerd. And thank you everybody so much for coming and hanging out. We will either see you tomorrow morning for Wim's stream or afternoon, depending on where you're at. Sonny!
What's that? This, my friend, is a pint. It comes in
So
pints.
we will go over. We'll say hello to Nerd. Wim will be live tomorrow morning. Not a problem at all, Sonny. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in and grab your pint before before we headed out, as well as your daily dice set. Yeah, we're going to head over, watch Nerd play some Resident Evil. Wim will be live tomorrow morning. I will be live tomorrow evening with Cult of the Lamb. So if you'd like to come be a cultist and join us, we'd love to have you. There will not be a stream at all on Sunday. And then whenever we post the schedule next week, at least as far as my streams go, are going to be very sporadic. Like I might stream on Tuesday. We'll see. But other than that, sorry, reading chat again. I might stream on Tuesday, and then after that, I probably won't stream at all next week, or it'll be next weekend because I have my medical procedure on Wednesday, and I'm going to need to stay chill. But we'll definitely keep everybody updated in the Discord. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we will catch everybody next time. Thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks everybody. We'll talk to you later. If you decide to go over in the raid with us and say hello to Nerditude, Please enjoy Resident Evil. Otherwise, we will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
The fire's low, but the spirit's high. The stars are winking in the sky. One last round before we part. Raise your mugs and warm your heart. Iman is leads with a voice so true. A home for the many, not just a few. Last call, friends, before we go. The laughter fades, but the love will grow. And keeps the peace. Jen rides the wave. The Kintilad is near, bold and brave. Through quests and jokes, we've sailed the stream. A tavern built on every dream. The chat's alive, a roaring sea, a place where all of us are free. The mods are stars, they guide